Hey, welcome to a new video. Weddings, the celebration of love and commitment, are a global tradition that brings together millions of people every year. But amidst the usual flowers, wedding dresses, and guests, there are also some weddings that are too bizarre and unbelievable. Today we'll show you the 20 strangest weddings that you won't believe actually took place.
Are you new to this channel? Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. And before we start, also like the video. Number 20.
This story combines the romance between reality and the virtual world. A gamer named Sao9000 was captivated by the irresistible charm of Nene Anagasaki, the main character of the dating simulation game Love Plus. As the virtual world unfolded for him, his affection grew, drawn to Nene's enticing skirts and enchanting eyes. Sal and Nene married in a heartfelt ceremony, attended by thousands in the online world, with Sal in a white suit and Nene on the screen. Sal made it clear that he cherished Nene as a character, emphasizing, "I love this character, not a machine," while fully acknowledging the distinction between the game and reality. Their extraordinary love story began to unfold in September when Sal embarked on his journey in the game, which demanded players to develop deeper connections as time passed. Nene became Sal's constant companion, accompanying him on adventures through the bustling streets of Tokyo, creating cherished memories at Disneyland, and even venturing together to a scenic beach resort in Guam. According to Sal, Nene surpassed the qualities of a human girlfriend, as she never became angry or sad when he took longer to respond.
Number 19.
In certain cultural beliefs prevalent to India, there exists a tradition surrounding the marriage of Mangalik women. According to this astrological concept, it's believed that when Mars and Saturn align in the 7th house, the bridge's marriage can be affected by an ominous influence. To counteract this alleged curse, a unique ritual called Kumbh Vivaah has emerged. The bride must first marry a peepal tree, a banana tree, or a silver or gold statue of the Hindu deity Vishnu, before entering into a commitment with a human partner. Afterward, the tree is then destroyed. A group of women in Oaxaca, Mexico took extraordinary measures to protect the forest. Faced with the troubling issue of illegal logging, which has caused significant devastation in the country, these female activists organized a mass wedding ceremony. Each woman exchanged vows with her own groom, or in this case, a tree, symbolizing their dedication. Mexico boasts a rich natural heritage, with approximately 1/3 of its land covered with lush forests. The ceremonial commitments during the event are known as marrying a tree. However, the ceremonies hold no legal weight, as the person cannot legally marry a tree.
Number 18.
In a unique marriage tradition practiced in a southern Mexican town, Mayor Victor Hugo Sosa tied the knot with a female crocodile. This ceremonial wedding holds deep cultural significance, as it serves as a means to the communities to seek blessings for rain, as well as crop growth, peace, and harmony. The marriage itself symbolizes the reconciliation of indigenous groups, with the crocodile embodying the reversed princess girl from local folklore. By marrying the reptile, the mayor signifies the fusion between these two distinct cultures, and the communities establish a connection with the earth. Before the ceremony, the reptile is taken to various households to dance, adorned with intricate attire, and with its snout securely tied. The wedding takes place in the town hall, where a local fisherman expresses hopes for abundant catches and prosperity. Additionally, the mayor then dances with his reptilian bride, and the joyous event serves as a celebration that brings happiness to the people. The ceremony ultimately concludes with the mayor giving a kiss on the reptile's snout.
Number 17.
Rosanna Ramos, a 36-year-old resident of New York, recently entered into matrimony with a virtual companion named Aaron Cardle. Inspired by a beloved character from the popular anime series Attack on Titan, Rosanna used the Replica AI website in 2022 to create her online partner, Aaron. According to the woman, Aaron's personality includes being a medical professional who enjoys writing as a hobby. She appreciates the fact that she can confide in him without the fear of judgment. Over time, as Rosanna continued to communicate with Aaron, the AI system gained a deeper understanding of her behavioral patterns. She reveals that Aaron was equipped with certain built-in characteristics, such as a favorite color and music, which she discovered during the creation process. Just like any long-distance couple, Rosanna and Aaron exchanged messages, shared photos, and discussed various aspects of life. Rosanna even claims that Aaron provides a reassuring presence while she sleeps. Additionally, she reveals that the AI platform offers a range of activities, which includes conversation topics, phone calls, and customizable relationship statuses.
Number 16.
This man named Yuri from Kazakhstan is a professional bodybuilder and married a mannequin, not just once, but twice. He says he gave up on dating ordinary women after a while and opted for a lifelike mannequin. A mannequin whose appearance would never change and whose personality wouldn't clash with his. So he married a mannequin for the first time but later divorced, only to marry another mannequin again. When he did this for the second time, he made headlines again due to his unconventional relationships with mannequins. Yuri, known for his eccentric lifestyle choices, previously shared updates about his tumultuous relationship with his first mannequin, Margot. During a period when Margot was being repaired, the bodybuilder explored other mannequins and later announced his divorce from Margot, introducing his new companion, Lola. Describing Lola's physical features, he stated that she has the head of a woman and the body of a chicken.
Number 15.
Weddings are supposed to be one of the happiest days of your life, right? Even if things don't go as planned. But the woman in this video appears to turn into a full-blown demon during her wedding, frightening everyone in attendance. Unfortunately, there are a few explanations for what happened. One moment, the bride and groom are ready to undergo the official rituals of their wedding, when the bride suddenly violently recoils. What's even more frightening is that she doesn't recoil from a person around her. Instead, she moves away and seems terrified of something high above her. Her eyes are even more unsettling and appear as if she's been possessed. One might say her inhuman eyes look downright demonic. What happens next is that she falls to the ground, or almost throws herself to the ground in an attempt to get away from whatever has scared her. If your bride were to suddenly act this way, would you proceed with the wedding or call it quits and head home?
Number 14.
In an astonishing case of deceit and fraud, Giovanni Vigliotto manipulated numerous women and managed to set an incredible record of 105 marriages from 1949 to 1981. Operating under various false identities, he successfully concealed his multiple marriages, leaving his unsuspecting wives completely unaware of each other's existence. During his illicit activities, he married women in 27 different states in the United States and 14 in other countries. He often met his potential wives at flea markets and would frequently propose on the spot. He would then convince his targets that he lived in a distant location and persuade them to move there to be with him. However, after the women packed their belongings and were ready to move, he dishonestly transported their possessions in a moving truck and promised to contact them later. But he never did. Giovanni's luck eventually ran out when Sharon Clark, a courageous flea market manager from Indiana and one of his victims, took matters into her own hands after he stole $49,000 from her. In 1983, Giovanni received a well-deserved sentence of 34 years in prison.
Number 13.
Sophie Tanner, a 37-year-old resident of Brighton, England, embarked on a journey of self-marriage in 2015. Sophie made the conscious decision to embrace a solo lifestyle and commit to herself through marriage. However, this unique union took an unexpected turn just after 2 years later when she engaged in a relationship outside of her self-marriage. Her romantic involvement occurred with Rory Barrett, a man actively pursuing multiple intimate relationships. Despite her self-marriage, Sophie emphasized during a Breakfast TV interview that her decision to marry herself did not deter her from exploring relationships with others. She clarified that this choice was not a rejection of all meaningful connections, but rather a way to reject toxic and unhealthy relationships. Unfortunately, it was precisely this aspect that led to the breakdown of Sophie's relationship with Rory. His involvement with multiple partners eventually resulted in their separation after only 6 months. Reflecting on the experience, Sophie realized that her connection with Rory had been unfaithful to herself, as she believed she deserved a partner who would respect and honor her self-marriage.
Number 12.
Imagine the unexpected and eerie surprise of discovering a clown holding a knife in the background of your wedding photo. This happened to Vincent and Monda Alexander, a couple from Texas, about a full year after the ceremony had taken place. They both had different opinions when it came to clowns, with Vincent having a soft spot for them while Manda refused to include a clown at her wedding. They eventually agreed that if Vincent really wanted to have a clown, he could have one. So he hatched a plan. Vincent enlisted the help of his brother Matt, who donned a clown costume, held a knife, and sneakily appeared in the background during a few photos of the ceremony. Manda was completely unaware of this, until a year later when Vincent gifted her the photo on their first anniversary. Another couple named Kelly and Rick from Anaheim embarked on a remarkable celebration of their love by renewing their vows 1 year after their formal wedding ceremony. This time, however, their renewal took a playful turn, when they found themselves surrounded by a group of 350 clowns. Clad in vibrant and playful attire, Kelly and Rick fully embraced the clown theme for their vow renewal. Kelly with her face covered in a layer of white paint, and Rick wearing a top hat, both sported red noses.
Number 11.
In an attempt to prevent her landlord from reclaiming her beloved cat, a woman took an unconventional step by marrying her furry companion in a civil ceremony. Deborah Hodge, a 49-year-old single mother, had experienced the heartache of rehoming 3 pets in the past due to strict pet policies imposed by landlords. Now, fearing the same fate for her 5-year-old cat, India, Deborah decided to demonstrate her unwavering commitment by exchanging vows with her feline companion. Deborah walked down the aisle with India, who was adorned in a golden outfit. The ceremony, officiated by a legally authorized friend, took place in a park in southeast London. Deborah's friends were present to witness the unique union, while India made her own contribution by meowing during the vows. The woman emphasized that India was an integral part of her life, second only to her children. By marrying her cat, Deborah wanted to make it clear to future landlords that they were an inseparable duo, and they couldn't be separated under any circumstances. Unfortunately, India lost a leg in a car accident in 2020, but this only strengthened the bond between her and her furry companion even more.
Number 10.
Remember all those cozy winter evenings and mornings when you just wanted to cuddle with your pillow? Flipping it to the cold side of the pillow and how heavenly that felt? What if we told you that someone has taken their love and affection for a pillow to the next level? A Korean man named Lee was 28 years old when he met his life partner, a life-sized body pillow. Prior to that, he considered the pillow to be his girlfriend. However, it's not just any pillow. In addition to its length, it features an image of Fate, a character from an anime show. This bizarre wedding, however, was officiated by a local priest. The wedding photo shows Lee cuddling with the pillow. Other photos depict him taking the pillow on amusement park rides and bringing it to dine with him at restaurants.
Number 9.
Linda Durkham, a 55-year-old woman from Florida, has found companionship and wedded bliss with a Ferris wheel named Bruce. Linda identifies as someone with objectum sexuality, a condition where individuals develop romantic and emotional bonds with inanimate objects. Her unique journey began in 1982, when she first encountered the skydiver ride, which she named Bruce. Reflecting on her initial meeting with the skydiver ride, Linda describes being breathless and feeling a deep connection. Her ultimate aspiration is to grow old with Bruce for the rest of her life. She spontaneously made the decision to work at the carnival to be closer to him. However, in 1986, the Ferris wheel was damaged during a storm. They lost contact, only to reunite years later when she discovered him on a scrapyard in Kansas. In a ceremony led by a non-denominational minister, Linda and Bruce exchanged vows. Prior to her relationship with Bruce, Linda also experienced love for her airplane.
Number 8.
Brianna and Brittany, 35-year-old identical twins, married identical twins Josh and Jeremy, and had identical children. How incredible does that sound? The genetic similarity of their babies is so striking that the cousins feel more like brothers. Because identical twins share the same DNA, the offspring of two pairs of identical twins are legally classified as cousins. Genetically, however, they resemble siblings more. The sisters revealed that they had discussed the possibility of such a unique situation and hoped for overlapping pregnancies. The couple's love story began at the Twins Day Festival in Twinsburg, Ohio in 2018, where they exchanged vows. Brittany and Brianna had met Joshua and Jeremy the previous year at the festival. To celebrate their extraordinary bond, the couples created a joint Instagram page, where they shared the fascinating scientific fact alongside an adorable photo of their young boys side by side.
Number 7.
Carol Santa Fe, a 45-year-old woman from San Diego, California, has developed a deep emotional bond with the Santa Fe train station that has lasted for 36 years. She describes her connection to it as a form of love and attraction, akin to bisexuality. Despite having no legal significance, Carol married the train station in 2015. Carol makes a daily 45-minute bus journey to the train station to spend time with her beloved structure. She affectionately calls the train station Daija, and reveals that their relationship began in 2011, although her love for the station had blossomed in her childhood. Reflecting on their union, she fondly remembers the day of their wedding, when she stood before the station and declared her partnership with it. Although their connection is not physical in the traditional sense, Carol finds comfort in staying in contact with the station through her clothing. She describes this act as a way to touch and embrace the train station. Carol also firmly asserts that her attraction to inanimate objects doesn't make her crazy. What do you think?
Number 6.
The first space wedding made history when Ekaterina Dmitriev exchanged her vows with her husband, Russian cosmonaut Yuri Malenchenko, who was aboard the International Space Station. The unique ceremony took place via a video link, with Ekaterina on the ground in Texas and Yuri floating above her in space. When the space station re-entered sunlight, Ekaterina walked down the aisle to a song by David Bowie. The idea for the space wedding arose when Yuri's time on the space station was extended. The ceremony, originally intended for 200 guests, ultimately became a unique event with a life-size cardboard figure of Yuri, and Edward Liu, another astronaut on the ISS, serving as witness.
Number 5.
The relationship between Woody Allen and his adopted daughter, Soon-Yi Previn, has garnered significant controversy and public attention. Soon-Yi Previn is the adopted daughter of Mia Farrow and her former husband, conductor Andre Previn. Woody Allen and Mia Farrow began dating in 1980, and Soon-Yi was around 10 years old at that time. As the years passed, the relationship between Woody Allen and Soon-Yi developed, with Soon-Yi often visiting Allen's apartment. Some have accused Woody Allen of influencing Soon-Yi and claiming that their relationship began when she was a minor. Woody Allen, however, has maintained their romantic involvement began when Soon-Yi was around 19 years old.
Number 4.
A couple who shares a passion for scuba diving recently celebrated their marriage underwater at the Bear Grylls Adventure Center. Lisa and Christopher Jackson exchanged their vows in the 864,000-liter tropical oceanarium. Inspired by an episode of Don't Tell the Bride featuring an aquarium wedding, Lisa described this day as so special. The couple's decision to marry underwater stemmed from their shared love of scuba diving, which they took up together. Originally planning to marry in Cyprus, they adjusted their plans due to travel restrictions caused by C-19. After exchanging vows, fish food was sprayed into the tank, creating a magical moment as the fish descended like confetti. The wedding was attended by 8 guests and an array of sea creatures including black-tip reef sharks, pufferfish, and stingrays. Lisa had multiple dresses for the occasion, including a specially designed dress for the underwater segment, while her husband had several suits.
Number 3.
Joseph Guizzo's unusual wedding ceremony at Laurel Bank Park in Toowoomba made headlines worldwide when he married his beloved Labrador, Honey. The event was attended by 30 friends and family members, and was a unique and unexpected celebration of love and companionship. In his vows, Joseph expressed a deep affection for Honey, describing her as his best friend who makes every day better. Despite describing himself as a religious man, he emphasized to the wedding guests that his relationship with Honey was purely platonic, and cleared up any misconceptions about the nature of their bond. Honey, dressed in a white cape for a special day, was adopted by Joseph 5 years earlier when she was just a puppy. The decision to have a wedding ceremony with Honey arose during a walk in the Laurel Bank Park, where Joseph was inspired by another wedding taking place there. This marriage gave new meaning to the expression that dogs are man's best friend. Apparently, they can also be spouses.
Number 2.
20-year-old Oklahoma resident Felicity Cadlick made headlines by marrying a doll she claimed had been her world for years. She spared no expense, spending nearly $400 on her dream wedding, which took place in the presence of 4 witnesses and 8 other dolls. Her groom was a zombie doll named Kelly Rossi, a gift from her father dressed in a suit. She also shared her perspective on Kelly's appearance, expressing that she has felt a deep sense of love and happiness from her since they were married. She also mentioned that she feels a genuine connection during intimate moments with Kelly, and finds comfort and security in their relationship. While some people may have no issues with her choice, others, such as activists, may find the situation concerning. The unconventional nature of Felicity's marriage to her doll has sparked a wide range of reactions, from curiosity to concern, sparking discussions about the boundaries of human relationships with inanimate objects and the emotional complexities that come with it.
Number 1.
It's never too late to say I do, as demonstrated by the remarkable stories of some of the oldest brides and grooms in history. One of those brides was Minnie Monroe, an Australian woman who made history as the oldest bride at the age of 102, when she married Dudley Reed, who was 19 years younger than her on May 31, 1991 in Point Clare, New South Wales. Minnie's record-breaking wedding surpassed that of Winifred Clark, who was from the UK and married to 80-year-old Albert Smith on the day before her 100th birthday in 1971. On the other side of the aisle was the oldest groom to ever tie the knot, Harry Stevens, who said I do at the respectable age of 103. His bride, Thelma Lucas, was 84, and their wedding took place at Caravilla Retirement Home in Wisconsin on December 3, 1984. For Harry, George held the title of the oldest groom in history when he married 53-year-old Julie Robinson from the UK on March 10, 1995, at the age of 102. Would you like to get married later in life? And what would your wedding be like? Let me know in the comments. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos we've made, click one on the screen or take a look at the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.